Yes, indeed. There they are once again, the deck list for your screen as we prepare to move into game number 1. And GMU has some pretty festive
Oh,
lighting going on here.
I love to see this Secret Paladin.
Is
It's
that
one
a
of my.
heart? Is that a Hearthstone pumpkin? Is he holding a Hearthstone jack-o'-lantern? I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. We're Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
That is crazy.
How
That is
close? It's
incredible.
almost Halloween. 2 weeks away
Wow.
almost. So
Look at that.
they're prepping up for Halloween.
I think that's a legend card back too.
Yeah. They went in and kept Mysterious Challenger. It's such a great card. You don't see this matchup a lot, but because Zoo has kind of faded out of popularity recently,
Hmm.
one of the reasons I think being the Secret Pal. So I want to say that this is extremely Secret Pal favored. So let's see how it works out. Good hand though for Laval University. They do have Imp King Boss, Hunter Creeper, two cards that are very great at killing small early minions.
Yeah.
So they both do very well against the Argent Squire, both do very well against Muster Battle Hero Power. So
That's a golden coin. This team over at Laval University plays a heck of a lot of Hearthstone and or a heck of a lot of Zoo Warlock.
probably both.
Probably both. Well,
Spent all day playing Zoo.
Sea Giant's actually a fantastic card, and in this matchup even more specifically, because both of these decks tend to flood the board quite a bit.
Yeah, this is actually kind of like a dream hand for Zoo. They have the Sea Giant, and they also have Haunted Creeper and In-Game Boss, cards that generate a lot of numbers of minions on board. So
Yeah.
if we see GMU pick up a Muster for Battle Scene, you can see the Sea Giant coming down as early as turn 3 or 4 possible.
Yeah. What do you think of that Haunted Creeper turn 1 instead of the Flame Imp? It messes up their turn 2 play quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're both like going into this turn. They'll have the same cards on board. They just utilize the coin.
I feel like
Earlier.
you probably still play Flame Imp here over Knife Juggler. Since Knife Juggler, it's guaranteed to die. Since you're actually, it's not guaranteed to die. If you go ahead and take out the 1/1, you could play Knife Juggler here. I think that's actually pretty good. It's a little bit weak to Muster for battle, but you can still play Game Boss after. You might not have time later to play Juggler. It's just a little bit more mana efficient. If it stays up, it has a big payoff as well.
Yeah. Muster for Battle is pretty weak in Game Boss though.
Yeah.
As you tack into the Imp Gang Boss, basically you're keeping the same amount of power on the board. Actually, you're increasing the amount of power on the board by doing so. So,
Wow, this is going to be pretty crazy. Really good secret setup for GMU since it's redemption on 2 sticky minions, but I feel like this Knife Juggler is going to set off some fireworks here. A lot of pings potential with the Haunted Creeper going down. That's 2 pings plus 1 more from Imp Gang Boss.
yeah.
Maybe thinking about ordering, thinking about things like Noble Sack, how that would work, thinking of things like Avenge. So secrets definitely, slow down the pace of the game. You need to kind of think about all the possibilities here, but eventually I think they're just going to attack something. Not sure if it exactly matters too much. I'd probably go for the Squire, but...
Yep. So it's just the redemption that's up?
Yeah, just 1 redemption here.
Just the redemption. And the juggle to face.
Unfortunately for Laval, I don't think there's any way they actually clear the whole board for Blessing of Kings next turn.
Yeah. Redemption going to resummon that Argent Squire at full toughness. So the oozing with value, and now they will be able to.
It's actually an interesting Consecrate. You're getting so many pings here with Juggler before the Consecrate. Oh! But it is almost a board clear.
Yeah.
For both sides, apparently.
Yeah.
It could even kill this last Creeper from this Juggler. Actually, there's no more Juggler, is there?
No, I think there is a juggle.
Okay, yeah, there is.
Yeah. So that didn't work out too well for GMU.
Board clear. Oh, Cousin Mystic. That'll eventually be kind of useful. I don't know. People say that Cousin's not super useful against Secret Pal just because
you
so
steal
many.
one secret.
But
one
hey,
secret.
It's still not what I consider
I mean,
bad,
sometimes
so.
you can steal like some of the tough secrets to deal with.
Yeah.
Noble Sacrifice you can steal, which allows you to sort of ignore the secrets because Avenge doesn't get like an automatic proc. So And with one secret on the board, which is going to be played now,
Yeah, we're gonna see this Cousin
yeah.
Mystic value.
Unless they feel like Sea Giant is going to be the better play.
Okay, definitely, I can see that.
Yeah.
Case.
Sea Giant would allow them, you know. I greet you.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, Kazan Mystic.
Yeah.
George Mason, they have just deadpan faces. They have no reaction to that whatsoever. So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting tech thrown in there.
Yeah. I'd like to see Laval here trade off the whole board because their hand is very minion heavy, especially slow minion heavy like Dr. Boom. So they are really incentivized to keep board control, especially going to turn 6 because if you let your opponent have minions out before Mysterious Challenger,
Yeah.
the secrets can snowball like Competitive Spirit, Avenge. They're very good in combination with the board.
Yeah.
You know, there's also cards that we see like Blessing Kings that are also good. So I would have preferred to see them definitely trade off the whole board. You know, there's not a lot of power overwhelmings in their hand, so
Yeah.
it makes more sense to go for the harder board control still.
Yeah. Still, though, they have a lot of tools in their hand, a lot of big threats. Implosion could be relatively useful, maybe not so much this turn.
Yeah, it actually might be possible. It's actually definitely possible to Implosion and Sea Giant in the same turn. Because when you're attacking, the Redemption generates one more minion. If you roll a 4, it's actually free, pretty much, since you're reducing the Sea Giant cost by 4 as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like they only need a Implosion for 2, actually.
Well, actually, they probably need 3 because...
Okay, 3. Their minion just died, so
yeah.
now they need...
Also, yeah, there's a potential that whatever they Implosion might
die.
But they can protect
They
themselves
could
against
just
that
Implosion
by...
the Mysterious Challenger. And
Yeah.
There's no way it would die.
Yeah. And then trade into it.
Yeah.
Well, they could trade into it regardless, so
Yeah.
that seems like the right play. And if they roll 4 now, since their creature died, they can still fit it on. Ooh, a 2, which is the only roll that doesn't allow them to play it. That is brutal.
If only they didn't attack first with their minion.
Yeah. Well, then if
Because
they rolled 4, they wouldn't be able to play it.
Oh.
But they would have been able to trade something off and still play the siege.
Yeah, exactly,
So,
exactly.
That's a bit rough.
Yeah.
And now look at this. They can Blessing of Kings and slam face for 10. And then Laval has to find an answer or they lose.
Yeah.
And Avenge not really going to be able to do anything. That's actually 3 secrets, though.
That's one buff mini bot, I might say so myself.
And they have to Doomguard here.
Yeah.
And if it's
Well, it depends what the secrets are. I'm not really sure. I didn't catch it all, but
one's Redemption and one is Avenge. I think Repentance.
Okay, so it should be okay. Doomguard will allow them to at least remove the 10 power. There will still be a mini bot that gets redeemed, but Avenge will not proc here.
They've been through both Noble Sacrifices. So there's the Repentance, Redemption, and
even if there's no sack, they can check with a 1/1 first.
Ooh. Second Doomguard discarded, but they still hold on to Boom.
Still hold on.
And they still hold on to Sea Giant. So they're still packing some big threats, and George Mason is out of cards. Another good thing about Doomguard, though, is they empty their hand for Divine Favor. So, I mean, it actually isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, they knew there's no second Noble Sack. Both Noble Sacks have been played.
Yeah, I said that, yeah. This is a little bit awkward, but I guess they're going to hedge their bets. I guess it really doesn't do anything if Blessing of Kings was picked up. Well, Coghammer actually punishes that, but not really.
Actually, it kind of does, right?
The trade might have happened anyway.
You get more face damage. They didn't want to trade into
This could actually be almost impossible for Laval to come back from, because they're down to 5. They don't have a way to deal with any of the creatures on the board in full, so they need to tap for Defender Vargas.
Have to tap for something.
And board color's not it.
Wow, even with this start with Cousin Mystic, we could see like Druid, or we could see Warlock having almost a dream start. Seer Pal even missed a couple of drops in the mid game.
Yeah.
So it just shows how strong this matchup is.
It also could have been just some sequencing errors from Laval, or even just playing that Sea Giant that turn before, or trading into the Shielded Minibot earlier could have made a big difference. And you can see George Mason showing off their pumpkin. and the faces of Laval